What's up, you guys? So Web here for OneGlanceTrader.com, and welcome to episode 14 of my eToro copy trading journal. And if you're brand new to eToro or brand new to this series, you can click the link down below, which has the playlist, which takes you all the way back where I invested $1,000 across 5 different copy traders. And as you can see from my portfolio down below, we're nearly at $4,000, and we are covering at least 10 copy traders. So this series or this journal is taking you behind the scenes and showing you my real live eToro account where I'm not trading any stocks, I'm not trading currencies, I'm investing into copy traders who are investing into stocks, cryptos, ETF indices, and other people, and looking to see if we can make a return on this portfolio. And I go into the main reasons of why I've gone into these 10 different individuals. I've done separate videos on them. And what we'll be doing in this video is going through my P&L, having a look at my stats page. And if you want to see my stats page and the real live return, it's the first link inside the description, and that will take you directly to the stats page, which we'll go through in this video. But there's normally a few days delay from when I shoot the video to when it gets uploaded. And then what I'm going to do is just walk you guys through a new copy trader that I've been watching now for a few weeks, and I think it's time to add an 11th trader. So I'm not going to actually place the trade or copy this individual in this video. I'm just going to show you who I'm going to do, and then once I finish the video, I'll go ahead and invest $500 into this particular individual. All I ask from return is that you smash that like button and make sure you subscribe if you want to know how this journal goes on. I'm sharing the good and the bad, and I'll go into it in a second. That the last few months haven't been that great, but we're starting to pick back up now. So I'm giving you that real life view on if you've got a few $100s around spare and you want to look at eToro. eToro does have a demo account feature, and again, so you guys can go check that one out. Link is inside the description. So as I mentioned, we'll go into the stats page so you can kind of see how my monthly return has looked. But as you can see, for those who've been following it, we're starting to creep back up. Growth stocks, tech stocks, I've started to see momentum. The concept of interest rate scares and all that stuff is still there. However, most people now I started to having a look at these different things and going back into the market. So we can see now that my total profit is $162.70, and how that looks like as a percentage return, I'll show you in a second once we go into the stats page. And that's the reason why I haven't invested in this new copy trader prior to the video, is because it affects the ROI, because you've obviously invested more and takes the return across that investment. So it's going to show me a lower return than I've actually got. So if we have a look at the people I invested in, you guys know that Jay, he's probably the most copied trader on the platform, and there's no reason why I don't have, I've got $1,000 of the nearly $4,000 invested just in Jay alone. And we can see now that it's so you can see he's invested in all these companies on my behalf, and we've pretty much invested nearly the $1,000 as part of that process. So $956 invested inside him, which is great. So the other one I want to focus on is Kanzal. So I invested in him probably about a month ago from memory. And he had a bit of a shocker when he first started, but now he's pretty much invested the majority of his funds, and I think I've got it up here. You can see here in June alone, he's made 7.48%. And if you want to check out the live stats pages of any of the people that I'm personally copying, the links are inside the description, so you can have a look at their kind of portfolio as well. And the theory is that if I invested $1,000 and I copied Kanzal's trade at all of his trades at the beginning of January, I'll be up 31% or 32%, which is great. We'll go on to copy and open trades inside another separate video. But this is the theory that I'm doing, and what I'm trying to do is effectively spread my risk across 10 different copy traders. So we can see that 8 out of the 10 are in profit, and Prototype VR and Copy Arc Invest, Federico, are the two that really are heavily into growth stocks and tech stocks. So their unrealized loss of the P&L at the moment was a lot worse than 0.52% and 5.14%, and that has started to go back up. Robert John Reynolds is the latest person that I've added in. We're in a few trades at the moment, as you can see, but we've only got $76 invested out of the 500, so there's still equity available for Robert as he places more trades for more of my equity to be used up and to potentially make more money. So, I could go into every single one and walk through how much of my money is actually invested. I'm not going to do that, but just so you're aware, is even though I've got 3.8k invested, not into copy traders, not all of that capital has been used by the copy traders, and that is because there's a feature on eToro that's called copy open trades. I've gone through this on the channel enough times. I don't select copy open trades, and there's a particular reason for that, and that's primarily down to that if I do copy open trades and I get into these stocks at the current price, the copy trader could already be 20, 30, 40% up on that price. They may look to take profits early, which then would leave me in a loss because I copied in at the price of the current market, which is why I don't do that. So even though they're seeing exceptional returns, I'm more comfortable letting my money sit in cash in their potential portfolio, and then when they get into new trades, assuming that they're trading with the same strategy that's made them the gains from the previous kind of trades that I'm not involved in, then over that long term I'll look to kind of get more in there, because I've had Jay now since, for example, since November last year, and it's taken time for that $1,000 to kind of get fully kind of invested. So every time I top up or get a new trader, as you saw with Robert, it does take time depending on how active they are inside the market. So that's an update on my portfolio. I'm quite comfortable. This was down at, I can't remember if I did the video where this was at minus at one point back in February and March time because things weren't going that great. But, I stuck it out, and over the long term, I'm not looking to use this money anytime soon. So it's just, good that it's staying there. And over 2-3 years, I'm expecting to see some exceptional gains as part of this process. So just looking at the stat page, as I showed you, the link is down below. We have made a total of 1.44%. So if we take Kanzao as a perfect example of, he was up around 7-ish%. So therefore, there are people in my portfolio that are down, which is why I don't depend on one or two copy traders. I'm trying to spread that risk across many copy traders as I possibly can, that are diverse as well into different asset classes, which we'll go on to inside a second. So, overall, we've had the one losing month, which was in March. As you can see, that November was 100%. November, December, back end of 2020, all green, and all green at the moment. Just March really has let us down as part of this process. So, at the moment, just under 5% return year to date, which again, is still a lot better than, investing in one of those tax-free interest saving accounts. So again, risk score again is, kind of creeping up slightly, but it's still in the green, so it is all good. Two copy traders, so again, respect to the two people that are copying me, and if you want to copy me, and are interested in terms of what I'm doing, you can also copy me as well, and therefore you can invest $500 into me, and then that'll get spread into all the trades. So I'm basically giving you access to 10-11 copy traders for the price of $500 effectively, as part of if you copy me. So as you see here, it's I'm 100% copying someone, and we'll go into my pick for my next copy trader, and you'll see theirs will look very different. And that's why I've only got 10 trades, because I've only invested 10 times on the platform, and that will soon go up to 11. And then I've obviously got other people that I frequently traded, which were kind of the last three people I invested into. And again, it says I've got no trades a week on average because I've only placed 10. So all this kind of additional stats is not relevant for people that are 100% copying traders. So overall, $167, $168 up, 5% return year to date. I'm doing relatively well in the grand scheme of things. So moving on to my new trader, his nickname is a typical quant, and Lorraine a Florin Flip, and as Philip, sorry, and as the name kind of suggests, and I've looked at his profile feed, um, he was a quant hedge fund trader, and now he trades for himself using algorithmic trading. He talks a lot about different things as part of that. Relatively new, as you'll see if I go into his stats page. Started a month after me, started in December, and there's two reasons why I like him. The first reason is that he hasn't had a losing month since he started, and secondly, if we go back and look at myself of where I did -1%, I did plus 0.57 and plus 0.24. You can see here that, and even though in June 6.32, where I've done 1.44, he's had better consistent returns than I have. And what I'm looking for when I add people to my portfolio, I really want them to be beating me in terms of the gains that they make. And this is what I like about Lorraine. One thing I also look for is, the average risk 5. It's not too bad. I've seen a lot worse. And what I like to see here, even though he's only got 29 copiers, he's kind of really, done 61% growth inside the last 7 days. He's on the rise, and that's what I want to do. I want to get in early with this guy because I like what he's all about. And this is the bit that I mentioned before about, if you saw on mine, I've got 100% on copy people. He's majority a stock trader, 5% into crypto, another 5% into ETFs. So even though he's heavily weighted in stocks, he does diversify into different things. And these are some of his frequently traded. And as I open more trades with Lorraine, then I can then start to see all the other trades that I'm going into. And also what I see, he does a lot of trades, holds them for quite a while on average, but 5.18 trades is, we can start to eat into the capital that I've got there as part of that piece, and he's got 68% profitable weeks, but more importantly, 100% profitable months. And if you are interested in understanding how I find people like this, there'll be a link in the description in the top right hand corner, which will go through the best way, in my personal opinion, of how I use the copy people function on eToro. So in fact, what I'll do is I'll kind of end the video there. What I'm going to do is purchase $500 into Lorraine. On the thumbnails, you'll see the playlist for all the episodes, as well as how to find the best copy traders video there, where I'll go into this in a lot more detail. So make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, and I shall see you guys in the next video.